Crafty with Friends Podcast.
Welcome to Crashing with Friends podcast. Today, we've got Connor Hobbs.
What's up?
Caleb Weiser.
Hello.
Kyle Hobbs.
Yep.
And me, Jackson Brayman. What's going on? Well, we have survived another week, fellas. Kyle, how's your week been?
It's been pretty good, man. Playing a lot of games. Just still in that mode of just like going from game to game to game, not really sure what I'm going to play. But think the game I'm going to beat right now is Final Fantasy VIII. I'm like, I don't know, maybe an hour in trying to beat that. Every time I beat that, every time I try to play that, my file gets erased or it's like I was getting pretty far into it on Xbox Game Pass, and then it left Xbox Game Pass. I didn't beat it. And I was like, damn it, man. But oh well, it doesn't matter. I've started that game like, I don't know, 10, 15 times and never beat it. And I recently beat Final Fantasy IX like maybe, I don't know, 2.5 years ago. Like when Cohen was born, I beat it that week. Like, because he was in my arms constantly, so I just played it on my phone. No, I played it on Switch and beat it there. But I've also I watched the first episode of The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that. By the time this comes out, episode 2 will be out, but that's how the whole season's going to go for us.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to episode 2.
Yeah. But I really like the similarities between the TV show and the movie, or the TV show and the game. What really struck me at first was seeing that burning house. Like I remember in the video game, because I beat that game like 3 times probably. The burning house part was always stuck out to me as like, wow, that looks visually cool, because that whole like truck ride at the beginning of the game is like so in my brain, you know. And seeing that burning house every time, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then when I saw it in the TV show, I was like, oh man, that's so cool. I could just tell like this is going to be pretty faithful, like, and it was so faithful, man. There's a scene in the first episode where the one of the bad guys, one of the like zombie guys or whatever, is stuck to the wall, and I was hoping he was gonna burst off the wall, like that happens in the game several times, you know.
Yeah.
But that's really all I've been doing. We recorded a little quasi cooking show. The video quality is not the best, but
it's more like me and Connor just wanted to learn how to make gumbo, and you were like, well, let's film it.
Right.
So we did our best to come up with something with that.
Yeah, so Rachel showed Connor and Jackson how to make gumbo. I'll be releasing that probably in the next week. We're going to record some extra stuff for it. But I'll be releasing that in the next, at least before January's over, I'll release it.
Nice.
But it was pretty fun. I really had a good time recording that. And
if you watch it, you'll at least know how to make gumbo then.
Right.
So
it's pretty good stuff.
Oh, God, it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Caleb, how's your week been?
It's been pretty good. I've got so many eggs now because my chickens are just popping out eggs left and right.
Oh, yeah.
You selling them?
You should have brought some, bro.
So many eggs. I've been making quiches like crazy too.
I bet,
I'll
bro.
Just pop like you know, it takes out like 8 eggs, but I got eggs to spare. I'm egg rich. Like, I'm serious. I've had spinach quiche, ham quiche with spinach. I've had sausage quiche with spinach. A lot of spinach in it, but yeah, just like quiche every day. It's so fantastic. I'll never get tired of quiche. And then I've got so close to more of my eggs hatching because I got an incubator, and I've got 5 that's going to hatch within the week, and then I've got another 5 that's going to hatch, a couple weeks after that. But yeah, over the next couple months, it's going to be just nothing but baby chicks, just increasing the number of chickens and eggs I get. So, I'll be rolling in that egg money.
Nice. Dude, eggs are so expensive right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane, man.
I haven't bought eggs in so long.
Man.
It's fantastic. Every once in a while I'll get a little one that's been fertilized, but it's fine. It tastes the same. It's fine. But also my lavender plants, they're coming along. I checked on them today, and I've got over 500 sprouted. So I mean, hopefully a couple more will pop up. I planted like 2,000 seeds, but it's
Damn.
It wasn't controlled at first when I first started it because I didn't have my greenhouse built all the way. I just popped them in, and I just. But I'm like, okay, let me do a little bit more. So I put them in the greenhouse, and that's when everything started going. So, Farm Weiser is coming along.
Weiser
is coming along pretty good.
Yeah. I love it.
I also beat Resident Evil 4 on the VR over the past couple of days. That was fun. It was like a ride through memory lane from, I don't know, 2000 2002. When did that game come out?
2004?
2004 maybe. Yeah,
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. So that was fun. I have not seen any of The Last of Us yet. I want to watch that so bad.
You played the games, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've played the games. Oh yeah, cool. I haven't played number 2 yet. I'm saving that. Maybe I'll do that once the first season ends. Maybe do that. Other than that, I think I had something else. No, that's about it. My week's going pretty good.
Nice. I mean, is there anything else going on in your life, man?
Have you made a bee horse yet?
I have not made a bee horse yet. Though we got half the fence ready for horses. So.
What about bees? Did you get bees yet?
That's on the to-do list. I'm going to get them in the springtime. I've got a supplier that I'm going to have to drive, I think it's Arkansas or Alabama, one of those two, but they've got a specific breed of bees that I want. And they've been doing it for like 80 years or something, so that's where I'm going to go.
A specific breed of bees.
Yes, it's an Italian bee, but like they've had clones of this specific breed that they've had for 8 decades. It's nuts. So I'm gonna go get some of that because they seem like they're hardy bees and they're nice too. They don't actively sting you. Italian bees are they are thieves though, so they'll try to steal from other beehives, like their food and stuff. If they don't, like in the wintertime, like, we're not gonna go find our own food. We're just gonna steal their cache. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That is awesome, man.
Their nectar. they're good nectar.
Good stuff.
But that's gonna be in springtime. Which I've got all the materials to build the beehives. I think I'm gonna have like 3, 1 per acre, just to blanket the lavender, so that way I'll have that lavender infused honey. I don't know. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. Work slowed down, which has been fantastic. I've lost some hair over the fourth quarter, with the November and the December brush. So I'm happy that that's done with. Kids are doing great in school. And Nicoya, she's teaching now. She's done with school. She got that teaching certificate. She's making that teacher money now. So,
nice.
Everything's looking up for 2023.
Nice.
Good for her, man. As long as I've known her, she's been in school.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. She's excited. She's got so much free time in the afternoons now. She started watching Handmaid's Tale. She's like watching TV shows now.
You made it when you start watching Handmaid's Tale.
Right. She's binge watching stuff now. It's good. It's cool to see. Yeah.
Connor, how's your week been, bro?
It's been okay. Yeah, not too much going on. Me and Jack went and checked out a duplex the other day that didn't have a living room light for some reason. So that was kind of weird.
Yeah, there was all these switches that were like in the area, but it was like, bro, these switches do nothing.
Yeah, so I don't know. Haven't really seen any good properties lately, so that's kind of going slow.
So was the one thing that stopped you guys from getting that one was the light in the living room?
No, it was just, it was already pretty small.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't even say that. It was just like, I just wasn't happy with it.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
But then Jackson stood in the shower, and it was just like the shower head. The whole situation was weird. It's just like, I'm good on that.
Right. You want to be comfortable in a shower, especially how tall we are.
Yeah. I've had shower heads like come up to here.
Dude, you and me both, bro. It's so lame, man.
You got it.
So yeah, there's a lot of reasons. Also, the parking lot looked like it would fit maybe 6 cars, and there was already like 4 or 5 cars there. And that was only 2 of the duplexes being rented out. There was like the one that me and Jackson were looking at and the one across from it. So I was like, well, is there going to actually be another 4 cars in this parking lot that can only really fit 6, you know?
Oh, wow.
So it was just like one thing after another. I just didn't really feel it.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah.
It was one of those scenes like where, like the inside was kind of all right, the location and like parking and like just where you're at is like, eh.
Yeah, it's very weird. Yeah. Like outside of one door, you would walk like 3 feet, and then it was like a 4-foot drop off onto a street. So it was just like, so yeah, I was just like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I was like telling Connor, I was like, dude, we put some plywood down, we could do some lines out into the street.
Yeah,
to the street.
Yeah, it was definitely like a skateboarder version of me would definitely try to hit it for sure. There was a gap
Buddy's
there.
over. Let's
There was-
play some beer pong.
Yeah, it's like a gap ledge that you could definitely ollie.
Yeah.
But
That's
Yeah.
good.
There's
Yeah.
definitely no way you could have like, if like all the apartments there were like rented out, you could never have like company over because there's no place to park.
right.
Yeah.
Like literally, there is not a place to park once like that parking lot gets filled up, which is like he said, 6 cars.
And it also had a dumpster in it, so it was just like, yeah, there wasn't any room. But yeah, that was okay. Watched The Last of Us with Jack as well.
Nice.
Since we had some time to hang out. Loved it. But aside from that, been playing some games. Picked up Tactics Ogre Reborn again. I want to finish that. Been playing Bloodborne, some God of War. Played like an hour of Arkham Knight. Just kind of hopping around a lot, doing a lot of different things. I'm like 4 missions into Devil May Cry 5. Nice. Pulling my devil trigger, if you know what I mean. Having a good time with that. That game is just so much fun. But yeah, just hopping around. I do intend on beating all those games, just kind of going at it with whatever I want to play at the time. Watched a lot of football. Like we were talking about earlier, we made gumbo Saturday, and then right after it was done or as it was done cooking, we got to watch the first playoff game of the weekend. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, just hanging out with everybody. A cool thing that happened is I finally got my shower and toilet fixed.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that was a big deal. I'm once again like fully bathed. I feel good about that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. You can like, it sucks going without a shower, but you can get by cleaning yourself, with the sink or whatever.
Yeah.
It sucks really bad, but you can do it.
It is what it is.
But like after a few months of it, it does get really fucking old, you know? Starts to wear on you like mentally. But I'm over it now, so feeling good.
Nice.
Finally getting that shower.
Yeah. It's a relief, man. It really is.
Man, I'm surprised like you went that long, like just like doing it in the sink, dude.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Did you ever like ask your brother over here, like, hey man, let me use the shower?
Not even once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I was like, I would have asked at least mom and dad. But he was like, hey.
It crossed my mind once or twice, but then I'm like, by the time I do it, I could just have myself clean. Like by the time I would get to Kyle's house, I could be cleaned already and just not even worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's whatever. You just got to survive, man, any way you can.
It's true.
Living through harsh times does make you stronger. So I think I'm stronger for it.
Yeah.
Whenever you would wash yourself, would you just be like at the kitchen sink, completely butt naked, just
If you want to know, I did have a towel wrapped around my waist so that if I was dripping, most of the towel would get that,
Ah, there you go.
But yeah, initially I was butt naked, and then there was all the water coming off me. I'm like, I gotta do something. But yeah,
It's like, why wouldn't you be? You're in your own house by yourself, but still just the image.
yeah, I was just smacking my ass the whole time. Yeah, it was great. Yeah,
Oh man.
That'll stick with me for a while.
yeah. All right. What about you, Jack? What's your week been up to?
I've been watching a little bit more Peaky Blinders. Just such a great show, dude.
How deep are you, boy?
Still in 2nd season. Tom Hardy's character.
Oh,
He
got
finally
introduced.
shows up.
Yeah.
He's in every season after that. So
Really? He's in
Yep.
every season? All right.
yeah.
But yeah, his character was really good.
Oh yeah,
So,
He's a fun guy.
oh yeah.
so fun.
I'm pretty much like near completion for Red Dead Redemption 2 as far as 100%ing the game
Oh, wow.
goes. Not on online, but just the regular career or whatever you want to call it, story mode.
Yeah.
After that, I'm gonna start playing Witcher 3. I'm gonna see what the new graphics be looking like and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I can't think of like any movies that I've seen new recently. I mean, we already talked about The Last of Us. Mm-hmm. I did rewatch Clerks the other day because I was like, man, I just feel like I want to watch all 3 Clerks like in succession. So I watched Clerks earlier today, and probably won't get to Clerks 2 tonight, but I'll probably watch it tomorrow and then watch Clerks 3 right after that. But I don't know. If I had to rate them, I would put them in, as far as like which ones I think are best, I would put it 3 is the best, then 1, then 2. But I like all 3.
I need to watch them still.
Yeah, they're really
I
good.
will. I will eventually.
I personally like all of Kevin Smith's movies except for Tusk, which was kind of weird. It was one of those movies where it was like, man, this movie's strong in like the first quarter of the movie, but then really just gets weirder and weirder where you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then Johnny Depp shows up out of nowhere and you're like, he's in this movie?
Tusk, that was the one with the walrus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Justin Long getting turned to a walrus.
I wonder how Tusk's is gonna be. Part 2.
Is it,
I wonder that too.
Kevin Smith is talking about making a second one.
I don't know why you would, but
They make a girl walrus, and then the 2 have a baby.
I don't know. That'd be crazy, dude.
yeah.
Maybe it's gonna be like, I don't know, Human Centipede-ish, where like someone's gonna be like, all right, we made the first walrus in this one, now 12 walruses. Because that's pretty much how it went in Human Centipede. And then in the third Tusk movie, it's going to be like, all right, everyone in prison is going to be a walrus.
Yeah, I bet you're closer to the truth than you think you know. Yeah, I bet you're pretty close.
Probably. Yeah.
Because I think actually he was talking about it, and I think he said that Justin Long is going to be the one now that's turning somebody else into a walrus.
Oh, okay.
Did someone turn him back into a human or something like that?
Something, I don't know, man.
He was like, my life at the zoo as a walrus was amazing. And then you guys took that from me and made me back into a human, and I had to get a job and shit. And he was like, and because of the way I look, I can only get a job at the circus, and I get laughed at. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of where the script would go.
Maybe they get enough walruses and it's more like a Planet of the Apes situation where the walruses take over.
Get your hands off me, or your flaps off me, you damn dirty walrus.
No. You blew it up. Gross.
Planet of the Walruses. Is it walruses or walrusi? Multiple. Or is it just walrus?
I've only ever heard walrus.
Yeah. Same
Yeah.
here.
Look at all that walrus. Walruses.
Look at all them walrus.
plurals for certain animals are fucking weird, man.
I made 7
You never
walrus
say
today.
deers, but it's just look at a lot of deer over there. But you don't say that. You don't ever say that for like a lot of other stuff, like a lot of pelican over there. I mean, I guess you can.
There's a lot
Sounds
of
right.
moose over there.
Yeah, moose.
Yeah.
Because it's not meese.
So only bovine creatures, but then cows. People say cows.
It's true.
I don't know. Wasps.
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 All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that.
Oh, one more thing. This morning, like the very first thing I did this morning was shit my pants.
One more thing.
Were you still in bed?
Why the
I
heck
was
you
still
do
in
that?
bed, yeah. No, but it was like got up, turned on the light, and I was just dog tired, and I sat back down, and I like felt the need to fart, and then it was just
You gambled and lost, my
I
friend.
gambled and lost.
Oh
I put
my
way
God.
too much faith into a fart. Never put your too much faith into a fart.
I've done this a million times. I'll do it a million more.
It wasn't like, like a turd or anything like that. It was spray. But God, clean up on like I was already late for work. I had to like bust out of there. I didn't have the time to do my traditional thing, which is like shit in the shower.
Shower.
And this was the one that was like, yo, you needed to shit in the shower on this one, man.
God.
You know what spray farts are
You
like.
disgust
it's like,
me.
It's like no matter how much like toilet paper you use, it's like, yo, eventually you're just chapping yourself.
Yeah, you gotta use like a Huggies or a wet wipe of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have wet wipes, bro.
Pat. Yeah, I get you. Yeah,
So that's
we've all been there. Yeah,
happens to everybody.
yeah.
Hey, at least it was at your house. It wasn't at work, you know.
At least it was at my house.
Controlled environment.
Yeah. First thing that I did this morning. All right. Let's go ahead and get into what we're going to talk about.
Well, I had a question for you guys. With The Last of Us coming out on TV and doing so well, what would you guys? Are there any other video games you guys can think of that you guys would like to see turn into a TV or a movie, TV show or movie?
I've got one.
What you got?
All right. So, have you guys ever seen that Battleship movie where it's based off of the board game Battleship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's mine's Minesweeper. It's like a sequel to that. Those aliens that throw the bombs and whatnot, destroy the Navy. They come back, but they do it this time by land, not by sea. So
Okay.
it's basically the first movie, but
Okay.
just like on land now. And then the same guys come over and they got to figure out the algorithm around. Oh, there's math. Aliens are using math to make these mines blow up everybody. So, but yeah, that's what I would like to see.
And maybe like the mines are guarding their tower, and that's how they gotta like get to their.
You like they're maybe terraforming?
Yeah,
I like
that sounds cool.
I like that. Yeah. Oh, we can make a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this.
But that's what I had on that.
Wow.
Minesweeper. Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
To this day, I still have no idea how to fucking play that game,
me
dude.
either.
Me either.
I have
Never
tried to
understood
figure out the strategy. It's like, I don't know what's going on.
That's why we'd be effed. Fucked. No, effed. Yeah. That's why we'd be effed if that ever happened. Like that, they didn't beat us with the Battleship. They would beat us with the Minesweeper.
Yeah, what's up with all the numbers around it? Whenever you get one right, and there's numbers all around it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
sometimes
what
I'll
is
get,
going on
sometimes I'll get one that's like a 4, and I'm like, why is this one a 4 and the one I clicked before a 2?
here? The world may never know.
Someone explain Minesweeper to me.
I think the numbers have to do with how many mines they're touching. I want to say is if I remember this right. I never like beat it, of course, or got through. I can't remember if there's levels or not, but I do remember like the numbers correlate with how many mines they're touching. Maybe. Yeah.
I know the higher it goes, the more danger you're in, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
That sounds right. Yeah. Once again, they would beat us with the Minesweeper strategy.
We can't figure it out.
No.
Game's bullshit. So, man, as far as games that I would like to see adapted and turned into a TV show, I would probably pick. God. I don't know, man. Like, I semi kind of want to say Red Dead Redemption, but just because I feel like that'd be a sick Western show.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah, fuck it, Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, you could do. You could start out with like, what's the first one called?
Red Dead Revolver.
Red Dead Revolver.
Yeah.
I would start with Red Dead Redemption 2 because the game goes backwards,
Is Revolver after all that stuff?
I've never played Revolver, so I was just talking about the Red Dead Redemption arc, so I'm not sure if like Revolver has anything to do with
It does.
The
Okay.
Revolver, I think, is set like 5 years after the Civil War, if I remember, just because they had the Buffalo Soldier that you got to play with for a little bit. That's the only part of that. So I think maybe that's first, and then it goes into I think then number 2, and then Red Dead Redemption. So it goes chronologically. I think it's Revolver, and then Redemption 2, and then Redemption. I think that's how it goes. Because you follow John, at the end of Red Dead Redemption 2, and then and I guess you could make another one with John's son. Yeah, I don't know.
As far as a video game I would like to see turned into a movie, I would like to see the Stanley Parable get made into a movie somehow.
You like Stanley Parable?
I think the game's a pretty cool concept, and if you could easily be turned into like a game of some kind, or actually, hold on, I want to take back Red Dead Redemption.
Hold on. Let me say my TV show first before you go any further.
Go ahead.
I would like to see Control
Yes,
made into
that's
a
what I was
fucking
gonna
TV show. Once I saw that switch happen in your brain, I'm like, I knew that's where he was going. Yeah, once you said Stanley Parable, I'm like, oh, damn, that's too close to Control.
Yeah, dude. I would love to see Control turned into a TV show, man. That'd be dope.
Yes, and it
very
could be
dope.
like a 10-episode thing. Every episode is a different type of something weird she's going into, a different type of
Trying to find another object of power.
object of power. That's what I'm looking for, yeah.
Yeah. They definitely could make a show like off of Control. Because for some
Easily.
reason they won't do it off that SCP website, which is basically what the game is based on. So
Right, yeah.
yeah, that would be dope.
Control was what I was thinking.
I'd like to see a Legend of Zelda anime. I think it could be done in a really cool way. Maybe just base it off of a certain game like Ocarina of Time or Twilight Princess or something,
Yeah.
Just go for one of the better stories that's out there.
Right.
Could easily be done.
Oh yeah.
You got to do Ocarina, right? You got to do Ocarina.
Yeah, probably. Start with Ocarina. Or you can go to Link to the Past, but I think Ocarina is probably the way I would go.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a few other ones that I would think of, like maybe a Banjo Kazooie type, kids show would be fun.
Yeah.
An Armorines game would be cool
Oh my
about
gosh.
just these people in armored suits destroying bugs. Very very close to Starship Troopers
Oh yeah.
/ Halo. Yeah.
/ Halo. Yeah,
You guys ever played the Bugs Life video game?
yeah,
Yeah.
It'd be cool if
yeah.
they made a movie off of the Bugs Life video game.
Dude, I literally thought of that joke like 5 minutes ago, Jackson. I'm not kidding you, man.
That's awesome.
But I did love playing that game, dude.
That game was
a fun
fun,
game.
man.
Yeah.
The game was fun, dude.
It's kind of difficult too.
It
Yeah.
was difficult.
Yep.
My son's got really big into Bug's Life for the last maybe month and a half.
Oh good.
So I've been thinking about that game quite often, especially the beginning when Flick is on that dandelion flying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That scene was crazy because there was a bird attacking you and shit that whole time, right?
Something like that, yeah. I always remember all the seeds and like nuts and stuff that you would grab and have to do stuff with.
Right.
But yeah, there's a few others that I had in mind. That Gears of War, I think if Dave Bautista would star in it, I think that would really work well because I really like Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, just Gears of War, man. That's a great sci-fi setting. Really bloody and gory, and
Yeah.
For me,
That'd be nuts.
they would have to show they'd have to show all 3 games. You got to
Yeah.
see the arc with Dom and
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
and
there's a great foundation.
What is his wife's name? Maria.
Can't remember.
Miranda, one of those two. It was definitely one of those
Yeah,
two.
it's one of the first times I really cried in a video game.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, dude,
Yeah.
holy
That
shit!
sucked. Yeah. That did.
And then that one dude fucking kills himself.
Oh, yeah,
that
the,
Samoan guy
yeah. Yeah.
that was crazy, dude. Man,
I've never played Gears of War.
no shit,
Oh, dude.
Nah.
It's good.
man, it's
stuff.
so
Good.
good.
I've never played the campaign. I think I played Gears of War 3, but I played the fire team or whatever.
The
it's
horde
called.
mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I found that to be like very boring.
Oh man, I love the horde mode.
It was
dude.
okay.
Yeah, it was-
If you had friends playing, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's just I didn't know what I was doing. It's kind of like playing Call of Duty Zombies for the first time, not really knowing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then once you figure it out, then you can really get it going.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
also did, I'm sorry. I also didn't like the horde mode or whatever they called it on Modern Warfare 3 when that came out. So
Last thing I was gonna say was Bloodborne. Just out of all the Souls
yeah.
games, man, it just has this perfect aesthetic. I think it would be a great mature anime.
Like use the same anime style as Castlevania.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. It would work so well. You just have to do like a 1 season run of it.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be so good.
Yeah.
Just that style of like just the hunter's gear. It just, I don't know. It's a very unique look. You know, it's very stylish. It's based off of a movie from a long time ago, like a French movie. It's about like these two hunters are trying to kill this like crazy big wolf. It's like a beast wolf, you know, it's got like spears and stuff like stabbed into it, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, they pretty much ripped their look up from this movie and put it into that game. I forget what it's called. It's like The Hunt, or I can't remember what it was called, but I'll look it up. But yeah, that's all I've got.
For me, most of the games that I wanted to would want to adapt have already been announced being adapted,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of Sony games.
yeah, God of War.
God of War, Horizon. Yeah, I really want to see Horizon Zero Dawn be made into a show.
I would like to see them cancel the current Halo and say, we're going to restart. we see what The Last of Us is doing, and we are going to copy it. And we're just going to do the actual Halo story.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe apology letter too or something.
And you won't have to see Master Chief's butt cheeks.
Or his face.
Yeah.
Unless you beat it in a legendary.
So, do they know who they're gonna portray as Kratos?
Not yet.
Not yet. 'Cause, I mean, they might as well just let the voice actor do it on the video
Christopher
games.
Judge? Yeah, might as well.
Teal'c, yeah.
I love Teal.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The Guau.
Yeah.
Did you play the new one?
Me? Oh no, I haven't played it. I've actually never played a single God of War.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how I was until the newest God of War, like the one that came out a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. The one where it transitioned to him into the realm of the Vikings or whatever.
Yeah. That's the first one I've played.
Okay.
Wow, Brotherhood of the Wolf.
We watched that movie, Kyle.
I remember watching it.
Yeah.
Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Yeah, it's a movie that came out a long time ago. It was actually a really good movie for the time, but it's like
This is back on the Bloodborne, like hunter gear that you wear.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, check out Brotherhood of the Wolf if you like Bloodborne.
They got the Minuteman hats on. That's pretty.
Yeah.
If that game ever comes to PC, I'm gonna play it. I just don't want to play it in its current state. I have no desire,
Yeah, that's fair.
but I want to play it eventually. Like, I could probably get it on like maybe an emulator and play it that way.
Yeah.
Sure, it's some emulators out there.
I
for
mean,
it.
I don't know. Like I said, I put a bunch of PS4 games on my PS5 just because I wanted to play some of these games like Arkham Knight and some other games. But like just playing those games, I mean, yeah, the 30 frames per second, it does suck, but it's not unplayable by any means,
yeah,
Just gotta get over it sometimes. Those older games.
Yeah.
right.
Another game that'd be a sick TV show is the Infamous series.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah.
Be very dope.
That's a game that PlayStation hasn't like dove back into in a long time, and that would be sweet if they would make another one.
Yeah.
Second Son was the shit when it first came
Second
out.
Son.
That was like one of the first PlayStation 4 games, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it still
particle
plays really well.
The particle effects were so cool when that game came out.
Mm-hmm.
I think Metal Gear Solid would be a good choice for a
Yeah,
TV show.
that movie has been in development hell for freaking ever, dude.
Yeah.
It's someday it'll get made.
Oscar Isaac, man, he's got the look. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be Snake, right?
Yeah, he was cast as Snake forever ago.
Yeah. That'd be so good, man.
Someday.
You gotta have some Kojima input on it too.
Oh yeah.
Or just have him direct it, because then he'll really make it crazy.
Yeah, that'd be so cool, man. You guys got any other ones that you can think of that come to your mind?
I would like them to redo Resident Evil.
Yeah.
'Cause honestly, I am not a fan at all of the Resident Evil movies, but I like the games. I feel like if they try to match the games more,
Yeah.
Again, it would be just way sicker.
They did come out with a movie that matched the games, and it sucked.
Did it?
There was a movie that came out that matched like it was like the first and second one kind of together, and it sucked.
They also have a TV show now, don't they?
Yeah, and that sucked too.
Yeah, that's what I was
Man.
afraid of.
Resident Evil, as far as just TV goes, is cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did have I think it's just a little mini series that followed Leon. I mean, this is after, I think the timeline is after Resident Evil 4, but it's, him doing Leon stuff, and it was okay. Like, I didn't mind that. I could watch more animation style Resident Evil like that, but a full on like TV show, like dedicated, or a movie dedicated to, in the mansion and then in Raccoon City, like that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I was thinking like something more along the lines of Resident Evil 6 or something like that. Or not 6. 7? 7
Yeah.
Biohazard? Yeah, maybe something closer to that.
Yeah.
Did you know the game is actually called Biohazard in other countries?
Probably because they don't want the word evil or something in the title.
No idea.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird like how some things are just named different in other places.
Maybe translations mean something else.
Right.
Yeah.
Could mean something entirely different.
Yeah.
know?
Resident Evil is such a better name than Biohazard.
Yeah.
Resident Evil is such a badass name.
Biohazard.
Turns out it was just Resident Evil with a biohazard sticker slapped.
Nice.
I also had another question for you guys.
All right.
So, say you're a computer.
I'm a computer.
Okay. Thank you, Jackson.
That's what you wanted, right?
Yeah, good segment. He's a computer.
I'm a computer. Stop all the download.
I was just looking at my computer and I was thinking, this computer has so many functions. What would be my function? What's your guys' function? What's your primary function of your computer? If you're a computer, what's your primary function?
My primary function would be 10 minutes prior to anybody stubbing their toe, I would send off a notification to that person, letting them know, like, hey, it's just on their phone or text message, you're going to stub your toe in 10 minutes. I didn't do anything to stop it. It was just a warning. Like, hey,
Just to let you know.
10 minutes. It doesn't even have to be 10, but within 10 minutes, like, I can't pinpoint the exact time. I just, based on this algorithm, I know, like, here soon you're going to stub your toe. That'd be my primary function, is to let people know that they're about to stub their toe.
Oh yeah.
Everyone all around the world is like, dude, I stub my toe every single time my phone goes off with this little red light. It tells me you're going to stub your toe within 10 minutes, but as soon as the light goes off is when I stub my toe. So technically it's accurate, but it's causing me to stub my toe.
Yeah, that's way better than mine. Mine was just going to be to send and receive faxes. but not a fax machine.
Yeah.
What do you got, Connor?
I considered this briefly before I decided what I wanted to be. So I want to be referred to as a device. Okay, I don't want to be a computer. All right, I want to be a device. And I'm owned by Bryce Dallas Howard, and my main function is to just satisfy her needs. So she can keep me in the top drawer next to her bed or wherever she needs to put me. But I am ready to service her, and if she's got some family that needs service,
like your dad?
not yo daddy.
Do something for me.
Ron Howard?
She's probably got some hot cousins or sisters, or maybe I don't know her family, but yeah, mainly her device.
She's got that really weird looking uncle
Okay,
from Waterboy.
all right.
I like your device idea, Connor.
Thanks.
It's bold.
Yeah, it took me like 2 seconds to think of it. Yeah,
It's bold.
yeah.
Chase, what about you?
I'd serve Dwight Howard. I would. I don't know. I would be like some kind of like machine that like relays air traffic control, but I would always try to relay them in like crazy ways. Like, here's a Robin Williams impression and stuff like that. We're gonna want to go down to Indianapolis. Stuff like that. But like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Dude, Robin Williams was your go-to impression back in the day, dude.
Was it?
Dude, remember that, Connor?
Not clearly, but I'll take your word for it.
You did Robin Williams a lot back in the day.
Never thought I did Robin Williams at all. What was I specifically doing? Because I don't remember ever in my life doing Robin Williams.
There's a lot of like Patch Adams type stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
Take your
Short-term
word.
memory, man.
Yeah, take your word for it, man.
I'll take your word for it too. I don't remember it.
Okay. So guys, let's make a sub function for each of us.
A sub-function?
Yeah.
Subfunction, okay.
So we'll start with Connor because he's got the craziest one. What's his sub function?
Aside from pleasing
Bryce Dallas Howard, yeah.
my lady.
Your sub-function is that you're extremely loud every single time you're doing it. Like you're the loudest fucking machine.
Device.
Like, yeah, device. So when device is in use, it literally sounds like a, I don't know, factory CNC
like a lawnmower.
machine.
Like a lawnmower. let's say lawnmower. Yeah. Okay. I got some power.
You ever hear like people like grinding metal?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Hell yeah. Industrial.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you out here. Also, a sub function would be to constantly improve whatever you do. So each new experience just improves what you as the device would be. So that way it either happens faster or it happens longer, depending on adaptive programming.
Okay.
So it's a learning AI.
Yeah.
Okay.
Learning AI. Yeah. So
My sub function is a learning AI. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
well, the most important thing is, of course, pleasing her. The second important thing is learning. So
Oh, okay. Yes, okay. It all makes sense now.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, Caleb. Give me some.
oh yeah.
Give me some.
Because even if you don't learn something, you still got to please her.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
I get you.
Yeah.
Cool. I can do that.
Doing God's work.
Yeah. Someone's got to.
What's my sub-function? Numbnuts.
You say num num all
His
the
sub
time.
function is he's got numb nuts all the time.
What was your main function again, Jack? Sorry.
I relay air traffic control, and I do it I do it however I want.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm from Compton. Yo!
Okay.
Your sub function is you're also the movie phone guy. For the, like,
Movie phone guy.
Yeah.
yeah, how people used to call in and get like information on movies and stuff.
Oh, I thought you were. For some reason, I thought you were talking about Carrot Top. Like, call 1-800-CALLATT. It's free for you and cheap for them.
Man, I haven't heard that in a long
We
time.
could add that to your sub functions, but
if you really want that.
yeah, mainly anytime someone calls in about a movie, you're doing your voices, telling them how to, what's going on with the movie and where to watch it and all that.
I'm gonna say your sub function is going to also make money as well. So you're gonna throw out like ads as well as you're directing air traffic.
Oh my god!
For like Lego or Oreos or whatever pays more money. So that way you're monetizing while you're doing that. But I mean it's very specific because it's only two pilots.
And your target audience is very small.
but I mean every dollar counts.
And we're coming into Fresno, California. And of course, at Fresno, California, there's a Nestle fucking Nestle Butterfinger Buttercup. They make Butterfingers, right?
I don't think so.
Something like that.
I know they make Crunch.
Reese's.
Carl's Jr.
All right, Caleb, what were you?
I warn people about their toe being stubbed.
Okay, what's his sub function?
He also tells you before someone's gonna knock on the door.
Your sub function is that whenever whenever it warns you, it also squirts. Is this a thing you fit in your pocket?
Yeah, just,
Yeah, it squirts.
So it goes ding, squirt. Either you're going to stub your toe or someone's going to knock at the door. This is getting better by the minute.
Squirts.
So you're either gonna stub your toe and look like you pissed your pants, or you're gonna have to answer the door with no pants on or pissy pants. Pissy looking pants, I should say. Calico cut jeans.
It's great. I don't think we can get any better than that. Squirts. I still didn't receive faxes, guys. What sub function do I have?
You make turkey sandwiches too, okay?
Sweet.
I'm semi-hungry, even though I ate right before I came here.
I mean, sending and receiving faxes is so lame. It makes sense why you'd pick it.
I get you.
Laugh now, please. There's nothing I can play off of this, man. Really.
Whenever you send a fax, you send one free butt pic, like just automatically, and like, I don't know.
A butt pic, Jackson.
I don't know.
Really?
You ever copy your ass?
No.
I did it once as a little kid. My dad showed me how to use the copier once on a Saturday at Freeman.
Okay.
And I was a little kid, and I was like, I want to copy my ass right now. Because I've seen it done in movies. I was like, why not me?
Mainly
Yeah.
The Simpsons, right? That was like the main thing was The Simpsons, right?
Might have been in Simpsons too. I don't know.
I remember Bart
Either
doing
way,
that.
I took copies of my own ass at like 6 years old.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe specifically, you're sending out copies of Jackson's ass with every document. How about that?
Yeah.
That's a good sub function.
My little
Like
6-year-old
the
ass.
Right.
the front page, like the page.
Oh, the
you
cover
know,
page.
The
Yeah,
cover
yeah.
page is Jackson's ass.
Every time, not just sometimes, every time. And also, I'm gonna, since we're doing that, I'm gonna add another sub function. Is it sends it out to everybody else on their contact list when you fax it to them, and then it sends another fax to all their friends and families.
In other words, you're the worst fax machine. 'Cause you send pictures of 6-year-old butts to everybody, and
There's a lot of
no one's
spam.
no one's got any privacy.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Nice.
What great inventions.
Yeah. We did it together.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Now, what happens when we put all of our inventions together? What do we get? A voice that talks and says stuff.
Yep.
A device that
Okay.
can do things. A fax machine that can send things.
Yep. And a warning system for
A warning system.
that squirts specifically for doors and toes.
So like a sex robot.
Jack.
Like a-
That's what that is. A sex robot. A data collecting and sending sex robot that sounds like Robin Williams 50% of the time.
That also squirts.
Yes.
It squirts.
Yes, for friends and family. 'Cause that was oh, and also it makes you money too, as well, but all your family knows about it because of your.
But it's also a creep and sends out 6-year-old butt pics.
so maybe not the
So-
best idea.
Yeah. Win some, lose some.
Yeah. maybe we can tighten down, through production on some of the stuff it can't do.
A faxing Robin Williams sex robot is a new trick for a robot.
I want to hear the robotic laws for that.
I did not fax him.
I did not fax a 6-year-old ass.
Will Smith is ready for that one.
Oh man, iRobot 2 with 2 eyes.
All right. Speaking of Will Smith, not really. If you could sit down for like an hour with anybody living or dead, what kind of questions would you ask this person? Who would it be, and why would you want to talk to them? The reason I'm asking this, I've been reading Kobe Bryant's book, The Mamba Mentality.
Yeah.
And just reading the book, it's so insightful, and it's so much of him just like reflecting on the life he lived. And it's so crazy because, I mean, he's dead, you know, and it didn't come out too long before he died, which is so crazy that he came out with something that was so autobiographical. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing, one of the questions that I would love to ask Kobe is like, how did you, like, behind the scenes, how did you get through all that stuff that happened with you, you know, with the adultery and all that stuff like that? You know, how did you get through that? How did you, like, what was your mental process in that? Because he's a killer, and he can get whatever he wants done as far as like his mentality of getting through stuff. Like, I would love to know what his mentality was of getting around, like pretty much convincing his wife to stay with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's just insane, man. I mean, obviously he gave her a fat rock,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
but there's
And if you were to ask her, it was like, well, it doesn't help that he has $500 million. So.
But I would just love to just pick his brain and ask him how he had the mental fortitude to go through all the stuff he went through and still be a 5-time champion, you know? It's an incredible story. Kobe Bryant's story, man.
Fair enough.
What you guys got?
Mine's pretty short. It's just Amelia Earhart. I just want to know, like, where'd you go?
First, where did you come from, and then where did you go?
Yeah, yeah. Cotton Eye Joe. But yeah, that'd be the only question. Like, what happened? Where'd you go? Why'd you do those things? You know, by disappearing. Like, or yeah, that's all I really wanted to know, because it's a mystery. You learn about it in school. And you're like, oh, I don't know. It'd be nice to be the person to solve that mystery through just one question with the actual person. But yeah.
I wonder what the time frame was of the Wright brothers doing their first flight at Kitty Hawk or whatever to Amelia Earhart. Like, how many years in between that was it, I wonder? That's a pretty ballsy move
No.
to want to fly across the Atlantic or whatever. Is that what she was doing, flying across the Atlantic?
I think she was trying to fly around the world, right?
That sounds right. There's definitely flying involved. I know that much.
What was the Spirit of St. Louis doing? Was it flying across the Atlantic?
Yeah, that was flying across the Atlantic. Yeah.
Charles Lindbergh or whatever?
Yeah.
You ever hear about all the stuff with Charles Lindbergh and his kid?
Oh, his little baby? Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that shit was wild, dude.
The Wright brothers built the first aeroplane, as you would call it, in 1903. So
And
we're
when-
only 130 years into aviation.
So what about Amelia Earhart? When did she do her? When did she go missing? You said it was 1903?
Yeah, 1903.
Okay.
Let's find out. When did Amelia Earhart go missing? 1937.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Quite a while.
So, yeah, within 44 years? 34 years. 34 years.
That's crazy, man. She got
Yeah.
What was she
technology.
doing? What was her journey?
What was her primary function?
The mystery of Amelia Earhart's disappearance somewhere over the Pacific Ocean in July 1937. During her around-the-world flight attempt persists to to the present day. Yeah, she was trying to fly around the world or something like that.
Well, good
Yeah.
for her. I mean, better for her.
You know. she's dead, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's probably from the famous island that everybody's chilling out on.
Yeah. With Tupac and
Biggie,
Elvis.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Michael Jackson's on there for sure.
Yep.
Connor, who would you pick?
Man, there's not a whole lot of people that I want to talk to, man. I'd like to talk to Dave Chappelle. I'd like to ask him some questions about comedy.
Yeah.
About, maybe his younger years, stuff like that. How he got into like some of the smaller roles in Hollywood, Yeah, I'd like to ask him some questions. Nothing really specific. Yeah, that'd be cool to do. It'd also be cool to maybe talk to like some sort of like old timey king or something,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not anyone specifically. Just be like, hey, what's up with you?
Yep.
Like, just have him like try to walk through present days, be like, yep. And like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like something that like a king would say and just be like, the hell's going on here?
Old timey kings. Probably
Women driving carriages.
I was about to say women rights would be probably his main concern. Like a Charles or a Henry. Yeah.
Did that woman
probably,
to speak to me without me addressing her? Stuff like that. I don't know. There's kings today, so I don't. Which king are you talking about? The old ones?
It doesn't matter.
I was
It doesn't
assuming the
matter.
older ones. So
Gosh, Heath Ledger would be cool to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ask him some questions. Talk about A Knight's Tale, one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Ask him how it was to work on that, and they had a lot of fun filming that. You got to think anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a fun movie.
Yeah,
I think Vince Vaughn would be a riot.
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, I think Vince Vaughn would be a fun time to hang around with.
I would go Owen Wilson or Ben Stiller as like my comedian, aside from Dave Chappelle, to hang out with. Why would you like to hang out with Vince Vaughn?
Just look at his energy, man. He's bang, bang, bang. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would think he's probably a little
being
bit more
Vaughn.
chill in real life than some of his characters.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
He's got big dude energy. A lot of big dudes
There's
don't
a
have
lot of people I would love to like just sit and talk with for an hour.
Yeah.
And not even like talk, like I would just, like Bill Burr. I would like to talk to him, but I would just talk to him about music. I'd be like, yeah, let's just, like, tell me what you like. I'll tell you what I like. Let's just bounce music off each other.
Especially with how much he's into drumming right now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like, he said that his drumming teacher was the drummer for the Mars Volta, and he's seen Meshuggah, so I just want to be like, yo, let's just talk music. But, yeah.
That'd be cool.
I don't know. That's usually kind of like conversations that I have in my head. Like anytime I like want to talk to somebody, like a celebrity or something, it's almost always about music. So it's like, yo, what you listen to?
I like to talk to Shannon Sharp, watch him a lot. I think he'd be a really fun dude to just hang out with.
God. Can't do skip. I can do skip, but
Yeah. Shannon Sharp would be really fun to talk to, man.
Him and Tony Romo, those are the two guys.
Yeah.
The two football players I'd really like to hang out with, I think.
Travis Kelce would be fun to talk to, I bet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt.
And his brother Jason.
Seem like good dudes, man.
They sure
really
do.
Trying
Shout
to think
out
of-
New Heights Podcast.
What other famous people would I want to talk to? It's like the list is like just endless, man.
Right.
I could just sit here and just like start naming off celebrities, be like Nicolas Cage. I'd love to talk to that guy.
Absolutely.
True.
Uh,
I'd ask him about Ghost Rider specifically.
Ghost Rider, yeah.
I've only talked about alive people. Let me see if I can think of someone dead that I would like to have a conversation with for an hour.
Robin Williams would be on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
yeah.
good one. Just be like, yo, man.
What happened?
Yeah. What
Why?
happened? What
Yeah.
changed? What changed your mind so much?
Yeah, I would probably pick something like that. Like, talk to them and be like, yo, don't do this. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to Kurt Cobain before he marries Courtney Love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be like, yo, man, just stay away from that.
Yeah. Well, you guys want to go ahead and move into Yo Dude, check this out?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Yo, dude. Hey, yo, what's up? Check this out. Yo, dude.
All right, I'll go ahead and start it off.
Okay.
Yo, dude. So I found this out the other day, and it really surprised me when I found it out. But not only did I learn that Kevin Nash plays the Russian hitman in the first Punisher movie, the one with Thomas Jane. If any of you guys remember that fight scene, like they basically send the Russian mafia guy over him, and he comes in wearing looking like a Where's Waldo lookalike. Mm-hmm. And like during that fight scene, he gets stabbed in the chest. Well, that scene right there is for 100% real. They, like the prop team messed up and Thomas Jane had the real knife in his hand, and that stab and him pulling it out is 100% real, and the whole rest of the fight that's carried on is done with the stab wound. He just carried on with the rest of the fight.
Holy shit.
That's intense. That's insane.
Kevin Nash has one tough SOB. He's had some bad luck though. So I want to send good thoughts to Kevin Nash right now. He's in a rough place. So
Dang.
Yo, dude, check this out. In 1925, in the little town of Nome, Alaska, yes, there was a case of diphtheria that was spreading through the town.
what's that, Kyle?
It's a very bad sickness. And
Checks out.
there was no antitoxin at the time. So a group of 20 mushers and about 150 dogs, 150 sled dogs went across 674 miles in 5.5 days, saving the small town of Nome and the surrounding communities from a developing epidemic of diphtheria.
Was one of the dogs named Balto?
Maybe one of the dogs is Balto.
Is there a statue of Balto in the city of Nome? Or
Maybe
town
one
Nome?
of the dogs is also named Togo,
Togo, yep.
and maybe Rin Tin Tin as well.
Renton. Fido.
Nice.
Yep. Just like you guys would like to know.
They met a horse named Hidalgo.
Little doggo, yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
Yo, dude, check this out. I don't know if you guys have heard about this Neuralink that Elon Musk is doing. I was, like people interview. I'm like, okay, maybe Elon Musk and all his cool stuff. But like one of the first 10 things I read is like Neuralink kills over 1,500 animals, and just reading into it, like I think it's like over 280 sheep, mice, and monkeys alone. But in some of the monkeys, they were like really messing them up. Like they were like biting their fingers off and like scratching at their head and stuff, and just like all kinds of terrible stuff. It's a terrible read, so don't read it. But yeah, Neuralink is messing these animals up. So if you're thinking about getting one of those when it finally comes out, and who knows how long, maybe just think twice.
I hope we don't see any of that in our time, in our lifetime. There's a lot of stuff in my brain that I don't want anybody to see.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'd much rather have like the pill from Limitless. you
Yeah.
know?
Give me that.
Give me
that.
something I can just take the pill of.
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, nanites are the way to go. I would rather have nanites in my body than a Neuralink, personally.
I don't know about that, man. Have you seen Agent Cody Banks?
Well, all I've seen is Metal Gear Solid's nanites, and if you have the old gen, you don't get hacked, but then you also deteriorate faster, like Solid does.
And Guns of the Patriots.
Because if you do have nanites, you can get hacked. That's the thing, because they can access your brain.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah. Gotta watch out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the movie Upgraded? I think is what it's called.
No.
No, check that out, dude. It's it's one of those movies like where if you watch the trailer, you'd be like, I don't think very much of this movie, but it was worth it, dude. It's really good. Basically, a guy just gets a neural link put in him that whenever he just like gives control over to it, like he just destroys everybody, you know?
Oh, wow.
And he does it like in a robotic style where like crack a neck with one hand, you know? That's what I was doing there. But yeah, I think it's called Upgrade or Upgraded. I can't remember, but it's one of the two.
Huh.
And it's definitely worth watching. Check it out.
Nice. Upgraded.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Anybody else got a yo dude?
is that it? We all do one?
Anybody else got a yo dude?
I don't really have one, no.
Yo, dude, check this out. Connor doesn't have a yo, dude.
Yeah.
It's okay, Connor.
Yo, dude, catch this now. All right. We'll go ahead and, I don't know. Go ahead and sign off here. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like the channel. Yeah. Crashing with Friends.
Episode
Caleb.
70.
Episode 70.
Diddly diddly dee.
Oh, man. We're getting close to 100, dude.
Yeah.
30 more.
30 more. Yeah.
You gotta get like those glasses with the O's like they had like back in 2000, but with the one and like OO. So that,
Hell yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be in the cards.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yep. I think in the next couple episodes, we're going to have an old NFL player on. Not an old NFL player, but an ex-NFL player that played in the 80s.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Stay tuned for that. It's going to be fun. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. We'll see you guys all next week.
Bye.
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 Crashing with Friends.